Greetings, my friends. It is the 37th day of the Omer, the Midah of Gevurah Sheba Yesod. Such a deep one. I know I always say that, but it's just true every day. It's amazing. So here we are, and Yesod is this aspect of relationship. And how do I share myself with the world? Do I share in a way that is expressing and manifesting the particulars of Maseh Bereshit, of creation, that is flowing through me as an individual, through my uniqueness and all my qualities? What do I have to share with the world, and am I doing it appropriately? That is the Midah of Yesod. We touched on this fact that frequently that the foundational model of Yesod is connected to Yesod Tzadik Olam, Yesod Tzadik, Yosef HaTzadik, this quality of the enlightened one who is very pure and clear. And that's almost like protection against the most egregious misexpression or pogame or corruption of Yesod, which is in sexuality. And that gets focused on in a lot of the religious context of what Yesod really means is there sexual purity? And that's like the end point of the expression. And that's the vehicle of expression. Because that's what we're doing in the world when we're expressing, we're creating another world. It's like giving seed. And that giving of seed needs to be appropriate. And so that's why Yesod is often associated with sexual purity, but it's so much more than that. It's the quality of relationship in general. And so we talked a bit yesterday about the quality of Chesed Sheba Yesod. Am I sourced in this brilliant light of love and loving kindness and creation that's constantly flowing from the source in Hashem? And am I plugged into that love? And in my relationship, whether it's through my children or my clients or my patients or the people I'm interacting with in the world, is it coming from a deep place of love? Am I sourced and founded in knowing that God's with me and filling me? Am I making myself a channel, a tzinor, for that infinite love that's always potentially available to us if we turn our consciousness towards it and plug into it? And is my Yesod, are my relationships sourced and supported by that? And today we get to Gevurah, the aspect of strength, power, boundary, the ability to make distinctions, the ability to do things appropriately and see what's appropriate. So if I'm in a relationship with someone and I'm giving something to them, is it appropriate for them? Is it what they need? Am I so full of my desire to give that I miss that there is a boundary around that person? Am I unable to restrain myself? Am I the person who's going on and on and on and talking when it's like the other person doesn't have time or the ability to hear me? How am I feeding my body? Am I giving to my body what it needs? Or am I so driven by my cravings or my emotional needs that I'm just sucking down some kind of food that feels good for me, but it's actually abusive to my body? I think it might not be a coincidence that the parsha that we learn this week, that we read in Shul, has to do with Shemitah and Yovel. In our relationship with the land of Israel, this holy land which is meant to be the place of the maximal expression of our potential, we have this time when we stop. We don't do any work on the land. Our relationship with the land is characterized by a cessation of work. And that is how we respect and honor the land and allow the land to bring forth its greatness. So that quality of restraint, of Gevurah, of recognizing the other, what's needed by the other, who is the other, how do you raise a child? Al pi darko, according to their way. Do I recognize who the child is, or do I impose my views and needs as a parent without respecting and honoring who they are? So, Gevurah Sheba Yesod, do I have respect and appropriateness and boundary and restraint in how I'm giving and sharing with other? True love is giving and sharing with honor for the other. Have a great day.